Yeah, sonar blast, which is this one, knocks enemies around. Problem is, it's kind of short range. So I don't really bother with it. I just mostly just throw lava everywhere because it does
the spritz ability that the
Nah, I haven't bothered.
Leviathan gave it to you.
Yeah, it's true. Oh, jeez, that's gonna be a bit of a mess.
What's that down there? Oh no, just gold. Do you need to get it to?
Sort of.
Oh no, you need that.
Yeah, I don't like this place. So what I need to do is get this face mine past.
To all of those.
Yeah, but mainly I need to get it around to the right.
Well, that's slow enough.
Let's see, the treasure chest has an emerald. Okay. There's also no save point in here. Interestingly enough. Yeah. Well, I guess I'll go for it just because we're here. And it's not actually that hard, it's just kind of a matter of time.
Time is of the essence.
Sort of, yeah. I don't think the mine blows up. Let's actually go for the thing we give a damn about.
Ooh.
Ah.
Ouch, and
Crap.
it ruined
Yeah,
your bomb.
it bounced against the bottom. Do we have a save point nearby? We do. I'm gonna just go back for that for a second. My HP recovers too slowly for me to be comfortable here, and I don't want to mess with it too much.
Yep.
I need to figure out when the release date for Kingdom Hearts 3 is.
Kingdom Hearts 3?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's coming.
I know that there have been a lot of games in between, but...
Yeah, too many. I know you're not, like, keen on the idea, but I really would actually like to go through them on the channel. Because, I don't know, they're...
Well, we tried Final Fantasy X, and that didn't really go anywhere.
I will admit, Final Fantasy X is kind of awful in retrospect. There's just...
Well, maybe from a recording standpoint.
Yeah. I mean, I'd like to go back and finish Final Fantasy X. It definitely gets better. It still has, I would say, quite possibly the best mid-boss villain I have ever seen in a video game. Like, Seymour is the creepiest thing, and I still have, like, I'm not going to say nightmares about him, but, like, he is the gold standard at which I compare other games' bosses to, in terms of, like, writing and stuff.
I see.
Because that man is, like, truly freaky. And I really appreciated how they wrote him and integrated him into the Final Fantasy X story. Because he was...
And who was Seymour? Can you describe what his appearance is?
Blue hair, kind of weird antennas.
Antenna?
Hair antenna.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
So
it was a little weird.
Two little fronds of it set back. More hull fragments.
Yep. Yeah, he was creepy. Oh, hey, by collecting that, it actually saves the game. So, if I die, presumably, it'll warp me back. We're not even going to go for the dumb fish thing.
Yeah, don't need dumb fish.
No. I mean, what am I going to spend my money on?
Nothing.
Yeah, it's actually really weird. Let's see, who saw the trailer for the Final Fantasy 15 movie? I did not. I saw Shell.
We did.
You did. I kind of looked at it, and then I was, like, back to work. But it looked really good. A little bit brown-gray, though. That's the one problem I've been having.
Yeah, Advent Children was like that, too.
Advent Children was a little bit more blue-gray.
I still remember Spirits Within.
Spirits Within was pretty good.
I thought that was
The lair of the Rimarosa lay beneath the dark, twisted ruins known as the Caverns of Madness. Merrin could not shake the feeling that something unimaginably terrible had happened in this place.
The Caverns of Madness.
This place is big. Looks like we still have a couple of areas to deal with.
The Caverns of Madness sounds like it would be a...
Sounds like a D&D module.
It sounds like a troporific name. Like, you know...
Like, it really does sound like a D&D campaign.
The Forest of Sorrow.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of enemies around here, too. Okay. Bah! Leave me alone! I just want to go in this portal.
I'm trying to think of a good thing for the mines. I'm just getting up, like, darkness.
The mines of doom.
That's just... Now I'm just thinking of the Temple of Doom.
I don't like this place.
Lasers.
I don't remember if they kill me.
It's really... Yeah, these kill you.
Yep.
This will test your maneuverability.
Which sucks, because the sub...
Well, the sub is drifter, yeah.
Okay, map, that's just treasure, which you don't care about.
Yeah, you're not going to be leaving your sub behind and swimming solo, right?
It's cool, though. No, but it's also just treasure. Like, who gives a dang about treasure at this point? We got it all. Like, I could go full completionism if I wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
But the only thing I care about treasure-wise are, like, permanent upgrades.
That didn't release anything?
I was waiting for these guys to die. Either that or I didn't trigger it.
Well, it's green now.
Yeah. Or maybe it gave us the emerald. Or maybe it just doesn't matter. Oh, wait. Well, I'll sink him anyway. Even though that's, I guess, for later? Oh, maybe I have to race against the clock? Don't know.
Well, how do you get through those gates?
Huh? Don't know yet. Maybe I have to kill everything here. Oh, I'm locked in here, so we're waiting for a switch. Okay, so maybe I just have to kill everything before I can get the treasure.
That or things just keep spawning in.
No.
Oh, that guy.
This is definitely one of those where I have to fight everything first.
But don't you want him to hit those,
No.
No?
He doesn't open those gates.
No, he doesn't. Okay.
Come on, clonk it. Oh, come on. Right here.
Nautilus.
There we go. Oh, jeez. He's got a lot more HP than I thought he did. I thought this would be fast. The answer?
Yep,
no. Not fast enough. Okay. Is that it? That's usually the end of it. There we go.
Ah.
Okay, I'm gonna go back and save before we do anything else. This game is surprisingly long. Like, I was expecting we could kind of just, like, zip through.
Well, it's been 6 hours according to our clock, so... I mean, I would say that the length of the...
I guess that is kind of
typical
short.
indie game, or, I mean, if you go through an adventure game especially fast, would be 10 hours. I would say that for longer action-adventure games, 20 hours. If you play something like BioWare, where you have to make a lot of intense decisions and manage resources and level things
RPGs
up,
are always longer.
It's gonna be 40.
Usually for inflated reasons, which kind of sucks. Like, any game with a leveling system almost automatically has, like, the base requirement to grind and stuff like that, which always kind of sucks a bit. Like, I like leveling in RPGs, but I kind of like it as more of a, just like, I'm lazy and feel like grinding because this combat system's good. I never liked, I'm gonna say I actually never liked grinding in Final Fantasy X, even though I was talking about still wanting to finish it. Just because the leveling in Final Fantasy X was very... Well, I mean, the combat in Final Fantasy X was really cool against boss fights, but fighting against trash mobs, it got really annoying, because just after a while you're like, I don't really feel like fighting these guys anymore. They're not interesting.
Do you think when we get back to Setsuna, you're going to have to grind in order
I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
I think we'll just put on that zombie anime and go from there. At this point, we're just kind of having our day-to-day conversations while playing this, because it's just like kind of autopilot. Like, I got this game down. There's a lot of combat chambers here, though.
They want to test your metal.
I guess, but I mean, really, it's just fire lava torpedoes at things. Watch them burn to death.
Yeah, now they're explosive too, so... Easy. Not...
Yeah, so the charge up, not worth it. Like, it does a lot of damage, but, the damage AoE works so much more effectively as, like, a creep control.
Crab.
Crab! It's a crab!
I love crab meat. It's tasty. I really want crab cakes. That's the thing. This whole game makes me hungry, and you couldn't care less about seafood.
Nope. I mean, I could. I don't like it. I would call that caring. Ambivalence is more couldn't care less. I care
love
an
crab,
amount.
I love shrimp. I like lobster. It's okay, but for the price and the flavor, nah.
I like lobster tails, the pastry. Those are good.
Wait, the pastry?
Yeah.
What do those look like?
Lobster tails. But they're like cannoli kind of things.
Oh.
They're
fun,
really good.
Fun. I like clams. I like mussels. I've had oysters, but they're gross.
Yeah,
Quite
eating
frankly,
anything that's still alive just rubs me the wrong way.
And raw. I mean, also,
Yeah.
it's not...
Raw and alive. Kind of the golden combo of ew.
Ew. Yeah. I haven't had... Okay, I've had eel and sushi. That was alright. I've had at least 10 varieties of fish.
Alligator and shark were interesting, but not the kind of things I'd ever actually
I've
want
never had
again.
shark, nor would I, because
Okay,
I think it's
so
pretty
you know
illegal.
you know how we had alligator?
Yeah, alligator tasted like chicken.
It also tastes like shark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But alligator's a reptile.
Yeah?
That's like one of the more unique things that you can have. When do people eat reptiles otherwise?
For the record.
Snake?
Oh.
I think some people eat snakes.
So this
but I don't
doesn't
know.
kill me. It just sucks.
Let's see. Fish I've had. I mean, you love salmon. I like salmon too.
I don't love salmon. It's just the only fish I'm willing to eat.
I personally really like catfish. And then, like, my parents like to have their tilapia and their flounder. And, I mean, cod and haddock are good if they're fried, you know, traditional fried fish. Though cod is definitely better than haddock. The thing about whitefish is you have to season it properly.
But even then, like, at that point, I'd rather have a good steak, especially because fish is not generally that cheap.
Yeah, which is a shame because fish are probably some of the least demanding animals when it comes to, like, nutritional input. Because, I mean, have you ever looked at those graphs where it's like, you know, this is how much food this animal ingests in order to live long enough to be butchered and thus eaten by you? So, like, the lower you eat on the food chain, the better, I suppose, with, like, the lower the lifespan. It's why you don't really see people eating predatory animals. Though, I suppose the alligator would be an example of a predatory animal. And I mean, people are less apt to want to eat tuna for the same reason, because tuna are actually higher up on the fish food chain, which means that they have higher mercury levels in them. I don't know if that's the same case for salmon or other fish, but it's interesting.
What?
What is that?
Oh. It was one of the laser,
Miriam recalled the hundreds of ships strewn across Skeleton Reef, and the great, red tentacles that had dragged her to the bottom of the sea. Soon, she would have to face that creature again. And this time, she would be ready.
So,
Dun dun dun.
that was to turn off the lasers. Like, the green lasers. Oh. Guess we can just only go up here. So that turned off all of the, green lasers, presumably for the whole dungeon. Which, I guess is gonna make this easier? I don't know. Like, there's another turtle there. Probably for yellow. We got a time vortex. Interesting. Oh.
Ooh, interesting.
Well, that's just mean.
Oh, right. And what other fish have I had? There's Maui Maui, but I wouldn't recommend it. It has a weird flavor to it. I don't believe I've actually had orange ruffy or red snapper. Actually, red snapper and orange ruffy, I think, are among the most common fish that are... Maybe it's red snapper. To be imitated. Which is interesting. I've had pollock before, too. Pollock tends to be used as an imitation crab meat. But I don't mind imitation crab meat. I mean, once again, real crab meat's also pretty expensive. Oh, no!
Oh, interesting. Nope,
Wait,
never mind.
Where were we? Where are we?
Don't worry about it. I planned ahead.
Okay, good.
So, there wasn't a save point very close to where I was.
Crawfish are
Where
interesting.
I am?
Crawfish are like between
Maybe there is one a little bit closer.
shrimp and,
Oh yeah, this is closer.
and lobster.
Better than warping.
For a moment, as the tine from the wellspring surrounded her, Merrin thought she smelled wild orchids. She closed her eyes and remembered the day, long ago, that she and her mother had made necklaces from the fragrant purple blossoms.
Ooh.
And when she reopened her eyes, she no longer felt alone. She was ready to complete her journey.
Okay, there we go.
Wow. So they finally mentioned her mother.
Yeah. Her mother is probably somehow significant to this story, but it could be wrong. I don't know. Well, there's another set of lasers turned off. I get the feeling I'm supposed to turn off every laser type in this dungeon, but I could be wrong.
I mean, if you encounter a door that's blocked by all the different laser types, then that would make sense to shut them all off one by one.
Oh yeah, look at this. So there's the purple one.
Mm-hmm.
Guess we're going over on the left. I think it's only certain ones, but it could be wrong.
Well, wouldn't that mean you need to turn off blue and red?
No, there's a purple one.
There is a purple one
right there.
I see.
Those Fomori Sentinels are hilariously easy now. Just fire like a couple of lava shots at them, and they just fold. It's great. Especially because it disrupts their shots.
Mm-hmm.
So they just do not know what to do about it. It's pretty great, actually. It looks like there's a lot of treasure and stuff that, that specifically I have to get once I get through this area.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like we're fine, though.
Oh yeah, everything opened up.
Is this the one? This is the one. Okay, yeah, so we only had to turn off green and purple.
Mm-hmm.
However, if we want to, like, explore and get all the money and buy our last-minute upgrades, we can.
Well, aren't the lasers turned off?
Yeah, but, like, who cares? We're done.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing else for me to buy. The only upgrades I'm missing, I think, are the like, health pickup ones.
Yeah, you just never know if there's any lore tidbits or something that you're missing, but whatever.
I think I'm pretty good on lore.
Down to the depths.
Hope I saved. I think I did. Oh, hey.
At
There's a
last,
save point.
Merrin had reached her destination. The lair of the Rimorosa. She had prepared herself to face anything. And still she wasn't ready for what she saw next. There, trapped inside a diving bell but still alive, was her father.
Hi, Dad. I became a sea badass. Now I'm also here to save you.
With a makeshift vessel that she cobbled together from the scrap
And
they
then
had.
just loaded with ancient super weaponry from a dead civilization.
Ew.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that thing is horrifying.
It is gross. It doesn't have a beak. It just has a mauve teeth.
Fuck.
Sharp, pointy
I don't
teeth.
like it. I'm gonna file this under, nope, and also still nope, and,
Hey,
yep.
look, a couple of its eyes had been punched out.
Well, I mean, this sucker's been around for a while. It destroyed a whole civilization.
Yeah.
Like, whatever nasty business this thing does, it probably didn't come out fully unscathed for.
Whoa, it seems to be prepping for something.
Oh yeah, it's getting closer.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I can't hit. Oh.
It has some kind of armor.
Yes.
Tug it off.
Apparently so. Well, this is cool. And there it goes. I like this. I love the art they did for the thing. It's gorgeous. Like the texturing.
Yep.
Or whatever you want to call it. Bam!
That's cool.
Yeah, it's lava shield. I don't use it very
well,
often.
lava shield, but then you also have the lava tether.
Yeah. Well, that just means it spins around for a little while.
Oh.
Like, that hits things, but now I get this shield, which I think just blocks
It's
damage.
pulling itself forward again.
Yeah. Which gives me the opportunity to grab its armor again. This is really cool design. Like, I told you the people that made this game are the people that made Ratchet and Clank, right?
Well, they're also the ones that made, what was it? Oh, come on. It's your favorite. You had us record a long time ago. It's about those psychic kids.
No, it's not. That's...
That was something else?
That's Double Fine.
They did?
No.
Then what was the...
Double Fine did Psychonauts.
Oh.
Insomniac.
Insomniac. I keep mixing up the companies.
I mean, honestly, they do kind of end up in, I would call it a similar vein.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, very.
Okay.
I know my companies, especially my favorites. Okay.
I suppose I can't grab the phone. Okay.
Oh, is there a flashing message on it?
No, I want to look.
Oh.
As its mechanical faceplate shattered, the Rimorosa was at last free from the Fomori's control. The creature swooped out of its lair, smashing through the columns of rock beneath the Forbidden City. The heavy city began to collapse under its own weight and fall down into the trench below. Merrin raced to free her father from the diving bell, but the collapsing city was falling down all around her. Merrin grasped her father's hand as an avalanche of debris plummeted toward them. She closed her eyes as the darkness fell over her. When she opened her eyes, there was a roof of green, gleaming scales above her. A giant queen leviathan had taken the brunt of the blow from the falling debris. A moment later, a much smaller serpent swam down toward her. It was Swish. "Is this your mother, Swish?" Merrin asked in astonishment. But Swish just wagged his tail and beckoned for her to grab on. She and her father grabbed hold of the two leviathans, and together they swam up, out of the still collapsing debris of the Forbidden City. They swam out of the darkness and into the gleaming rays of sunlight that streaked through the water's surface. And at last, for the first time in what seemed like ages, Merrin and her father looked out over the waves toward their house in the distance. They said goodbye to the pair of leviathans, and Merrin promised to come play with Swish each day in the deep waters below the cliffs. And bit by bit, Merrin's life slowly went back to normal. She and her father traded a few of Merrin's golden coins for a beat-up old fishing boat. Working side by side, they soon had it ready to sail. Merrin no longer had to wait at the cliff's edge. Her father took her out to sea whenever she wanted to go. As they fished, they shared the stories of their own great adventures, both knowing that every word was true. And sometimes, late at night, Merrin thought of all the mysteries she had yet to answer. She thought of Kara, the sea garden, the eggs, and hoped they were all safe. Someday, she thought, someday I will see them again.
And now here's where we unlock New Game Plus, where we get to play as the dad And we don't get a submarine, we just punch.
Sorry about that
Just punch
interjection. I was
everything.
wanting to say that if they really did get pulled up that far, they would have gotten the bends, and that would have been terrible.
It said on Insomniac Games, by the way. There is a game by Double Fine that I've been meaning to play. I asked for a press copy, but they didn't send me one. It's called Headlander. It came out like a day or two ago.
Huh.
It looks good. It's just having a time. Also Metroidvania, fun fact.
Ah, Well, yay, it's done. And I was right. You just took the plates off of it. You didn't actually have to kill the monster. You just release it from the Fomori metal.
Yep. That was actually a really easy final boss fight, but I think that kind of sets the stage for the game.
Geez, I would think it was much simpler than fighting the spider.
It was easier than fighting the faces. Like, that's almost kind of the funny thing. Yeah, that spider was definitely the highlight boss fight in terms of, like, challenge and stuff like
Like,
that.
I thought there were going to be tentacles flying everywhere. You're going to get hit right and left. It was going to try chomping at you when it got close, but no. What?
Interesting fact, the credits are in reverse alphabetical order. I didn't even pay attention to that, but that's really cool.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Well, it's by their first names.
Yeah. But, like,
And reverse.
Carlos Sick Boy De La Torre. That's funny. I
A lot
like
of Brian's.
I like when people have funny nicknames. Adam Noonchester. Huh. That's a name. And now they go back around in correct alphabetical order for the special thanks. I don't know who came up with that idea, but that's really nice.
Production babies. Oh, they do that with a lot of games. They're
Wow.
like, these are all the babies born to people.
They get it on at Insomniac apparently.
Or they're all just happen to be in their like late 20s, early 30s, mid 30s, late 30s. I don't know. People are having their babies later and later.
Never heard of Jonathan Wandag,
Who's he?
the guy that did the soundtrack.
Oh, interesting.
But that's okay. Let's see, what am I planning on replacing this with? Abzu, which already started, actually.
Just, you have different themes for your games. This is my water game.
And then
This is
after
my
Abzu, I'll do Subnautica.
Spice game.
I actually really would like to play Subnautica. I just haven't had time.
Subnautica.
Yeah. It's
Merchandising? What merchandise is there?
they've got, like, some things. I think they have t-shirts and the soundtrack and some other things.
Well, the soundtrack's always worth it. GameStop.
Yeah, GameStop kind of funded this game. They're trying to start funding their own games too, because they kind of know their business model is shifting heavily, what with digital distribution. So, like, brick and mortar is becoming a bit of a problem. So they're trying to incubate games now, which is actually a really good idea, because they seem to have done a great job at picking, picking this one. I'd still say it's a little bit lower. Yeah, Game Trust is the GameStop.
Made with Unity.
Yep.
A lot of games are touting, made with Unity.
And then it probably just dumps us back in the game so we can keep playing. I'm curious what happens if we... What happens when I hit continue? It probably just throws me back at the previous save point. That's usually what happens. Just curious. Yeah, you were talking about 2D artwork that looked bad. This one specifically looks awful. Yeah, it throws me right back before the boss fight, which I don't care about. So let's get out of here.
Alright. Yeah, they made Spyro games, apparently.
Oh yeah, they made Spyro, they made Resistance, they made Ratchet and Clank. I don't know what else they made. They're making a new Spider-Man game, which looks really good.
Unspoken Feral Rights, Resistance, and Resistance 2? Resistance 3.
Oh, they did actually make all the
Outer
Resistance
Knots.
ones. Yeah. No, it's a good company. I've been consistently happy with all the products they've made, with the exception of the most recent Ratchet & Clank, only because
so many of the
Universal.
cutscenes were ripped right from the movie, right? Or the movie
Yeah.
used the cutscenes, or
A bit of column A, bit of column B. But yeah, it messed up my Let's Play, and I'm still kind of sore about that one. Oh well. One way or another, I hope you guys enjoyed watching Song of the Deep. It was longer than I thought, but, you know, it's still pretty good. Makes me want to go play Ori and the Blind Forest again, Aquaria, or
for a moment, I
many other
actually thought
roguelikes.
they were going to get...
Metroidvanias.
For a moment, I actually thought they were going to get killed. Like, they wouldn't do that.
No, this game is definitely marketed a little bit more towards kids. Even the difficulty curve felt that way.
Well, I'm glad that Swish and the Sea Serpent did something.
Yeah.
It's funny how the old dragon just popped in and is like, there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, I was actually expecting the sea dragon was going to be the one that saved them.
I thought it was going to save them at the cost of its own life. And then the sea...
Nope.
The sea dragon... Well, like the...
He's just a lazy asshole.